اوكي، بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. So we're just gonna go through maybe one page or just take a look at this book, chapter 1, uh, by Dr. Fadhel Samirra'i, and see what we can be able to decipher. Inshallah, hopefully we'll start to pick up a few things. So Baina has actually helped us to rearrange this book, and they've given us some vocabulary lists here or things that we can be able to use. So this is very good because some of these phrases, they're used in certain ways. And if you looked up particular, like if you just look Farid means single. So if you go and check like single or alone, you won't be able to understand what it means. But actually means, it also means unique. For those of you who were there when we were discussing Surah Al-Ikhlas, we actually mentioned this when we were talking about Allah is Farid, is unique. So there's that idea. So the tricks of reading, like what do you know? Do you put a fatha? Do you put a kasra? So for me, what helps me is, for example, if I see ya coming after a word, then most likely that word is either going to be a kasra. Most likely, like you see, this is going to be faridun fi, right? And of course, it's also a sifa. So sarf helps you in deciphering some of these words. So you see, this is an ism sifa. Farid is an ism sifa, like Kareem, Hafiz, Latif. See that pattern? So that's why sarf is very important, because you start to hear these words and you start to connect the dots and be like, oh, this sounded like maf'ul. This sounded like fa'il. This sounded like, like a dharf, for example. It sounded like mif'alun. It sounded like one of these common things. Or if you see al on it, it's an ism. Or if you see maybe ina ending, and it doesn't look like an ism, then maybe it's a harf, it's a fi'il, things like that. So مع أنه, again, when you see hamza on the top, of course that's an a. You don't read it as e. That's an a. مع أنه, and of course you can't read this as an. It's gonna be anna, because you can't read anhu. So you see, like small clues like that, kind of just give it away. مع أنه قامت الحجة, sorry. Now this is where it gets tricky, because you don't know if it's hajja, hujja, hijja. Like, what do you do with a word like this? This is just where like now your vocabulary comes in and helps you. Like, okay, a case. A hujja is a case. So the translation will give you what it means. So probably you will know that this is hujja.
Qamat is qama yuqimu, iqamatan. Is it that family?
Yeah, qama yaqumu, not qama yuqimu. That is aqama yuqimu, aslama yuslimu. But this is
qama yaqumu.
Yes.
Like qala yaqulu.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, of course, when you look at this qamatil hujja too, that's the outside door of qamat. That's why it's qamat with a ta, because it's mu'annath, and then that's why hujja too is like that. Yes. Okay. ومن المعلوم أن, so من المعلوم, because من حرف جار, معلومي is going to be اسم مجرور. أن, again we talked about أن. And of course this is how, again, صار معلوم مفعول. So this is an اسم مفعول. It is known. It is, so we know علم يعلم. علم يعلم, to know. The thing that is known is the maf'ul. The thing done to. Remember the definition of ma'lum? Yeah. ومن الثابت أن, again, ثابت, فاعل. See that connection? You once you figure out sarf, like the whole Arabic, the world of Arabic just opens up, because now you can make connections. You're like, okay, this, I'm gonna read it like this because it rhymes with this particular group of words. I'm reading it as ثابت because fa'il, right? I don't know I think it's ثبت يثبت. It's Nasara Yansuru family. I'm not so 100% sure, but a small family because of just how it looks and how it rhymes with something that I know. أن مجرد plus maybe we'll see this in the text how they use it. خلسة. Now this is an interesting one. I actually learned this before this class, before this text. When I was doing research for Surah Al-Asr, I was doing the research on the meaning of ikhlas. So khalasa, kha, lam, and sad. Those are the rule letters for ikhlas. Then I came across khilsa, khalasa, or the root word, the meaning for khalasa. It actually means thief. So it's like, subhanallah, if you just pronounce sa instead of sa, you have a totally different meaning. Subhanallah, look at that. So khalasa means pure. He purified, or he was pure. Khalasa, he stole. Subhanallah. Like, that's how amazing Arabic is. Yes, Fahima. Oh, you wanted to read? Is that why you're raising your hand? Okay. So mithluma, again, mithl means example. So mithluma is just the same as. So this part, I think we can be able to struggle, and because we are given the translation on this other side, so we can be able to actually put it on Google or on some translation device and be able to come up with something. But this is not the normal usage of these phrases. Like, these phrases, they're used like this. Like in English, you have certain phrases that mean certain things. They picked out some of those phrases to help us in understanding. Whatever was left is actually easy. Okay. So I'm gonna leave. So I've done so I can finish doing this first page, and then the second page you struggle through the process, inshallah. So مثل and then يقولون. We know يقولون. If you don't know يقولون, if you don't know قال يقول, then you need to see a doctor, because that's like one of the basic like families that we learn about. So يقولون للناس, again للناس, you know that bit. حرف جار مجرور. They say to people في الموسم. So the only thing that is new here, yeah, it's this part, في الموسم, in the gathering. Yeah. Then the rest, you're going to struggle through this, inshallah. I'm going to let you struggle through this. If you have any questions on how to pronounce what, and you will see that most of them are very, like, we know the words. Like, you can figure out, like, at least you know ila, you know ala, you know kulli shay'in, yeah, lima.
Ilham,
Yeah.
what I was thinking is, like, it's not like complete word to word how we were learning earlier. It altogether, when it joins with the different word, it's making out some other some other meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
if we cannot figure
happening.
out with the word, it is taking out some other meaning. What I observed is,
yeah, from only the list that they gave us, because these are like special phrases, they're putting two different or three different words together, and it gives off a certain meaning. Like, and some of them actually just mean the way it is. Like مشتملة, this اشتمل يشتمل, it comes from شمل يشمل, or شمل يشمل.
yes.
Yeah, it means consisting of. That's what it exactly means. So it's just, if you Google if you check this in the dictionaries, you'll find it mostly like that. The thing also, like يدل على, okay, this might be a bit different, because دل I think has to do dealing with or evidence. So it might be a bit different in that case. So these are just phrases, you need to know how to use them. And of course, the good thing is that this is sort of like some answer key, because these are the hard phrases. The other stuff is hard, but it's something we can try and figure out, hopefully. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. So I think that's good. So I tried to go through this text today morning, but I was so busy. Maybe I didn't capture everything. I was just trying to figure out the words that maybe I don't know what they mean. So I tried to do that. So honestly, I don't even know how to go about this section. I know I can read this. Maybe I could read the first sentence and we could try to figure out the meaning, and we can try look at the different parts of the sentence of this first part, and then we can see from there, honestly, because I really don't know how to conduct today's class. I'm just trying to figure out how to go about it. So do you guys want to, does anybody want to try, or do you want to leave it for me? Okay, Najish, you want to try?
Yes, I want to try.
Okay, Bismillah.
So there is la. So I thought there lies like la raiba. So I read it like la khilafa.
I would make it
La khilafun.
yes.
La khawfun like la khawfun.
Yes. It's just a normal negation.
Okay, so it's not like na. Okay, so
Yeah.
la khawfun
Khilaf.
baina la khilafun, sorry. La khilafun baina ahlil ilmi anna التعبير القرآني تعبير فريد في علوه وسموه وأنه على كلام وأرفعه.
So I had to start saying arfa'ihi, but I think it needs to be arfa'uhu because it's the khabar of anna, arfa'u, because you have anna here.
It's on ala.
Sorry?
It's matuf on ala.
Oh, it's ma'tuf on ala. No, I don't.
Because you said it's cover, that's why. Because in this sentence, I think annahu is mubtada and ala is the cover.
Ah, you're right, actually. See, I make mistakes, guys. A lot of them. Ala. That's yeah. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. You can also look at it as rafa, I think. So it can be both. It can be أنه أعلى كلام وأنه أرفعه. Like.
Okay. So وأنه على كلام وأرفعه.
No, wait. No, it's Dhamma. No, let's go back. You're confusing me. So you can't say it's ma'tuf to أعلى because أعلى. If you say it's ma'tuf to أعلى, it will be وأنه أعلى كلام وأعلى وأرفعه. Doesn't make any sense. أعلى أرفعه doesn't make sense. So it's أنه أعلى كلام وأنه أرفعه.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
So isn't ala here rafa?
Yes, it's rafa.
So it's
because
a cover.
It's khabar, yes, it's khabar one, and this is ma'tuf to that. So this whole thing, أعلى كلام, is one khabar.
So I was saying that arfa'u is matuf on ala.
No, this is mudaf.
Arfa'u.
Yes, and the status of the mudaf is what? It's rafa. This is a mudaf. أعلى كلام. This is one part. It's a mudaf ilayh, right? So that's one khabar. وأنه أعلى كلام. That's one part.
So وأرفعه is the matuf on أنه.
No, it's ma'tuf to أعلى كلام in the whole thing. So it's like this is connected to this part, and that's the khabar. Okay, and then this waw is connected. It's connected to this, but then you look at the idafa together. You can't look at idafa single-handedly. You can't say أعلى كلام and then أعلى something else. أعلى is affecting كلام. It cannot affect أرفعي.
أنه
Yeah, أعلى كلام and أرفعه, they have the same effect.
Yeah,
So
they have
أعلى
the same
كلام
status.
and also أرفعه.
أرفعه.
أرفعه, yeah.
I don't know if am I making sense there?
So أنه is the mubtada and أعلى كلام is khabar and وأرفعه is the khabar number 2.
Is ma'tuf to the khabar. Look at it that way. So أعلى كلام is the khabar, and wa is connecting now that khabar to أرفعه. But what is the status of أعلى كلامي?
مضاف
رفع.
مضاف إليه.
Yeah, and
مجرور.
the status of the whole إضافة is what?
رفع.
It's رفع. And that's
Yes.
why أرفعه. That's how I analyzed it. That's how I thought about it. Because I couldn't see how it could be kasra. Because this is the mudaf. This mudaf already has a mudaf ilayh. So it cannot impact this. How is it impacting? Like if it was impacting this one, then we didn't need to have a wow. It would just be a chain of idafa, right? One continuous chain of idafa. You don't need a wow.
And also, I think if it would be majroor, it doesn't make sense in English. You
Yeah.
can say that it is high in kalam, but how high in arfa?
How? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. How? It doesn't make sense in English. So it has to be arfa'u. Okay. Yeah, but otherwise you did a good job. You want to finish the sentence, Najish?
وأرفعه who? What is doing who here?
Who is referring back to this past who? And that who is going back to the Quran. Or rather this whole part. أن تعبير القرآني. Yeah?
So why this who here? Is it Aid?
Yes. Yeah, it's a Aid.
Aid of what? Okay,
No.
Aid of الذي. Wait, فريده no. تعبير الذي فريده في.
Okay.
Right?
Let's take a pause here. The discussion about Aid is not just limited to Ism Mawsul. Okay? Aid
But
can come with other things that are not Ism Mawsul. Aid in Arabic is just like breathing. It just comes. Okay? So
I got that why who is here, because there is a hidden alladhi after ta'bir. Ta'bir
no.
alladhi.
No.
Yes, because ta'bir is common, and after that there is jumla. So you can say that fi Farida fi is sifa of ta'bir. So there is a hidden.
There's no hidden, like,
Because I mean mahzoof.
this is just no, look, this is just how it is. When you have a common ism, you have a common sifa. You don't have alladhi anywhere. Alladhi is when you have a proper. That's how it comes. It's not mahdoof. It just doesn't come with common. Right?
Yes, you are right. But
Yeah.
it's in order to understand, I just understand like this, that there is alladhi hidden, but that's why who is here. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, that might
It's
confuse you a lot. I don't know. Okay, maybe that's your process. Yeah. But so the discussion of Aid, basically it goes outside of Ism Mawsul and Silatul Mawsul. There's so many other topics where you can have Aid. And Arabs just use the Aid to constrict the topic, like to specify the topic. What the author is trying to say is that I'm talking about Ta'bir al-Qur'aniyya. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just anything. Yeah, so to restrict the topic, they would use the Aid. The Aid comes back. Okay,
we will not translate this who in translation.
No. Yeah, in English, we don't translate. Arabs, they would do. They were like the book that you write on it, like they will bring the it. You will hear them speak like that. Ustad normally gives example like this. I'm not good at those examples because I don't talk to many Arabs, unfortunately. All right.
Until here, can you please translate in English?
Okay. So we'll go step by step. So لا خلاف بين أهل العلم, there is no contradiction between the people of knowledge. Ahl, like people versant, conversant. Like Ustad would say Ahlul Kitab is people conversant with the book. That's how he translates it. Ahl just means you know something so well. Like you're very familiar with it. So there's no contradiction among or between the people of knowledge. And التعبير القرآنية, that we know أن means that the تعبير of Quran, what is تعبير? Anybody?
Expression.
Yes. So عبر عبر, that root word. So the Quranic expression, it is no contradiction between the people of knowledge that Quranic expressions is a unique expression في علوه, in its highness, على يعلو, to go up. One of the names of Allah is Al-Ali, means the highest. So there's no contradiction in its uniqueness. Faridun is in its uniqueness. في علوه, in its highness. وسموه, this is another. Sama is also high, greatness. Sama, that's why it's called the skies, because it's up there. So sumuhi, also its elevation, you could say. وأنه, and that it is. أعلى is اسم تفضيل from على, علو, the same word. So it is the highest. And because it's a مضاف مضاف إليه, we will say highest, because it's a مضاف مضاف إليه. اسم تفضيل, when used as an إضافة, it will mean highest. So there's no doubt about it that it is the highest speech. أعلى كلامي. وأرفعه, رفع يرفع, to elevate, and it is the most elevated. أرفع is also اسم تفضيل. So like أكبر, this is the format we're looking at.
It's
Okay?
اسم تبديل رفع أرفع.
Yes.
And what is a root word? عبر, تعبير, عبر يعبر, it's ضرب family.
So which family? No, which family do you think تعبير? What does it rhyme with?
تحبيب, تعلم family?
Yes. No, not تعلم.
No.
تعليم. What family is تعليم?
علم يعلم. علم يعلم.
Yeah, so it will be عبر
يعبر, تعبيرا.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah. I'm glad tomorrow we're studying sarf so that you guys can figure out these things on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I know the haraka for تعبير, فريد, في, and وأن?
تعبير. So no, let's figure this out. So we have, what is this? Anna. What does Anna do?
Where is Anna?
Anna, كأن.
Can you say it now? Can you say it? I'm gonna stop when you say yes. Can you say it?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, so
tell
this
me.
is Anna. Okay.
Yes.
I thought
Yeah. حرف نسب. So you have, of course, that's gonna be أن التعبير. And of course, what is the relationship between these two?
this is صفة.
Exactly. So that means it's gonna be التعبير القرآنية. This is ياء النسبة. That's why there's a shadda. Yeah. And then you ask Farid. So again, what do you think the next word is? So we have Anna here.
Okay.
So this is what?
That the expression of Quran is also, so it is the khabar.
Yeah, there you go. That's why it's تعبير. Faridun is a sifa.
Okay.
Yeah, we might just have to do maybe one sentence or two. I don't think we can be able to do a page, but I just wanted you guys to like really understand how it's working together, like how different. This is like how Arabs speak, but when you write, it's even like more official something. So you would probably see some parts of it. Like it's not normal. It's not like the reader. Let me just put that disclaimer. This is not like the reader. This is much more advanced. Yeah. Any questions on that first part?
I just want to read my translation, and can you please correct me that what I wrote?
Yes, please.
There is no disagreement between people of knowledge that al-ta'bir al-Qurani, Quranic expressions, is an expression that is unique in its altitude and its dignity, and that it is topmost speech and uppermost.
Yeah, that works. What did you say, Sumu? You said dignity? I wouldn't translate sumu as dignity as such. Yeah,
Yes.
that's an opportunity. Let's look up this word. Let's look up this word. Let's go to.
Salam, also please tell the family of it, Aluhu and Sumuhu.
Okay.
Samau, right? Sumu is a sim meme word.
Okay, so we'll start simple. We'll go to Ara tools.
Yeah.
And then we're going to type in, the first word is Ulu. We'll start with Ulu. I need to see the, I'm really terrible at typing. So you guys already know that. So I need to make sure that I type the right thing. Uluwi. So you can actually even type just the word the way it appears. So Uluwihi, and it actually, you see it comes at the bottom here. So you have elevation, its height. So that's something at a height, at a high level. So elevation or height. So that's the easiest way to look up for words. And then we can do sumu before we go to dictionaries. So sumuwihi, where is the sumuwihi? So I'm just going to type it like it is. Then it's going to give me options, and I'm going to look for the right one. So sumuwihi, the last one, it's highness. Again, you see it has to do with just height. Both of them just have to do with that. Like, you know how Ustad says when إذا اجتمع تفرق, when two things combine, they actually mean two different things. So when I say it's altitude and it's highness in the same sentence, I'm actually trying to just stress the fact that, you know, how high this thing is. So it's more or less the same word, but it has, like, it's giving you the stress and it's giving a different emphasis. So now let's go to Ishtal, and we can look at some we can look at some words here. Okay. Oops. Hide this. I don't need. Okay, I think I need to rearrange this. That's the wrong one. I needed Arabic lexicons. Where is that? Almanac, sorry. Yeah. So when I come to search for the word, I come to the search and I'm looking for, so I need to know the root words to be able to use this dictionary. I know the first word. Let's start with ulu. So I have ayn, I have lam, and then the last word is naqis. It's either going to be a ya or a wow. So I'm going to type ayn, lam. Now either I know the root letter or I can guess. Either it's going to be a wow or it's going to be a ya. But the masdar most likely is going to tell you. It's going to be wow, because uluwun, there's a wow there. So most of the time, if the wow comes back, it's going to be naqis wawi. Again, when we get to naqis, we'll probably figure these things out. So we have ala ya'lu, like da'a yad'u. Again, you see it means to be high, over top. So this is family one. This is all the meanings of family one. To be attached, fixed, fastened on top of something, to excel, to surpass, to be too high, overwhelm, you know, all these are the meanings of ala. Of ala ya'lu. Okay. And then let's see if we can find different families. Okay. So if you scroll down, this is, I'm using Hansware, because Lane's lexicon is seriously, it's for serious people. It's a lot. So when you come here, you see these families. And again, when we start sarf, you will be familiar with these numbers. So you have 4 equals to 2. That means family 4, the meaning of family 4 means is the same as family 2. And family 2 here, you can see up here, it means to raise. So Allah with a shadda on the lam, Allah yu'alli, right? To raise or to make higher. This is where now you have muta'addi. You take one family from the small family, you put it in the allama family. We will again talk about that in the sarf classes when we start, how the rhetorical benefits of different families, inshallah. That is alla, ya'lu, yu'alli. And then they're saying it's the same as a'la, also to make something high or to raise something. And then you have family 5. Who wants to guess what family 5 is?
Aslama family?
No, Aslama is family 4. 5 is ta'allama. Ta'alla. Yeah. So when you say ta'alla, it means to rise or to become high. Like it's lazim. The example that I like to use is ta'allama is you yourself, you're studying. But allama, you're teaching somebody else. So ta'allama with a ta is you yourself doing it. But ta'allama, you're doing it for something else. That's just the same way here. You know, they said allama, alla is to raise or to make higher. But ta'alla, you yourself to become high. Like if you say somebody, you know, is feeling proud, then you can also use the word ta'alla. Like he's feeling so high and so big, to lift or stand. So that's basically, and you can see different families. So this is family 6. There's no family 7. This is family 8. i'talla, sorry, i'talla. And then you have the last one is family 10, is ta'la. To seek, to rise, or to, you know, to become, to possess. So that's basically how you look a word in the dictionary. What word did I want to look? Sama. Okay. Again, sumuwihi, the waw will give you, sama is naqis, so sama wa. Oh, let's see. So here. So you see sama, yasmu, same family. Da'a, yad'u, ala, ya'lu, sama, yasmu. To be high, elevated, raised. So it comes the same meaning with ala, basically. All right. So it tells you all that. Any questions there?
Salam, I just want to ask, this is the way, because this is a totally different, high standard Arabic. This is how we're going to find it out with each and every word. Because till now, what we studied is altogether different. And what I found in this book is way too advanced for me. I don't know about others, but this is how we are going to look up it for each word.
So,
because what I, yeah.
So the other way for you to understand, this is like a cheating type of way. You could just go to Google Translate, because Google Translate apparently these days is very good. Well, I won't say very good, but it's good enough. It's good enough. So this is like a cop-out, like a cheap way of, like a cheating way, like a simple way of doing things. So you go to Google Translate and you can type it in, or you can copy something in. So let's see what Google might have to say about this first line. Can I be able to copy this? If I can be able to copy, that would be good. Let's see. Managed to copy, but I don't know if it's pasted correctly. So yeah, this is what Google told you. So you can copy like a phrase or a part of the sentence and take it to Google, and just to get an idea of what that part is talking about. So it's saying there is no disagreement that the scholars, so Ahli al-ilm, the scholars, there's no disagreement that the scholars are, okay, so they missed something, or I copied it wrong. There's no disagreement that the scholars, something missing. You see, this is the problem with Google, but it will give you an idea. Like, it's not missing a lot of things. You know that the expressions of the Quran is an expression, and it is mentioned in, so obviously maybe some explanations might not be all that good. Or maybe you just want to know one word. You want to know sumuwihi. Maybe that's the word that is a bit new. So you can just type it in, sumuwihi. Of course, the way I copied it also, it wasn't the best. Yeah, let me just type it, because clearly Google is tripping. Venom. Oh my God. Yeah, this is why Google sometimes doesn't really. So sum is poison. And I think that's why it was translated as.
Yeah, that's why. And the first time
venom.
they changed the name of it because of its ism.
Yeah, سمى يسمي
So,
تسمية is to name something.
yeah.
Yeah, Google gets confused like this. So this is the challenge. But you can try and use Google. It will give you some idea. Not the correct thing, but some idea. And then maybe whatever is so difficult, then you can go check it in the dictionary. Ustad recommended that, you know, you have, if you can be able to print this out and have like different markers, and you mark out the words that you think you can be able to figure out. Like if you look at, you know, for example, la khilaf, when you manage to figure that out. Baina, we know already baina what it is. Ahli al-ilmi, that one you know. And then, you know, anna التعبير القرآني, you can be able to figure that out. Ta'bir, you can be able to figure that out if you're familiar with sarf. So maybe let's say Farid and Farid we are given in this book actually. So you come to Uluwin and then you're like, okay, this one I don't know where to begin. So this one you can mark it out and you say, okay, fine, this is a hard one. I'm probably gonna go to the dictionary and check this out. So maybe the first exercise is just to mark it out. Have one pen for the things that I know, or just maybe one pen for the things that I don't know, or the things I want to look up, or the things that I feel like I might struggle with. And then you can mark that book out. Start with one page, see how that looks, and then maybe try and go to Ara Tools is the best. Just you go to Ara Tools, it will give you like very few. So like you see, you saw, we'll give you options, and it just give you like 1 or 2 definitions. Not like
Sister Ilham, but we will not be knowing whether it is ism file or what it is working actually as. So Ara Tools is just giving you the translation, right? But I just want to know, he is here working as what? Is it a ism file or it is masdar? I'm not able to get it. How to find that one now? Because I'm not aware of, if I'm not aware of the family and the sarf saghir, I wouldn't be knowing it's working as in what.
So that's where sarf comes in. You can use a sarf identifier for that. But for that, you need to know the root letters. So you can be able to just guess. You can be able to
But
like.
Era tools also gives you the root letters.
Yeah,
Yes,
root letters.
It gives you the meanings and the root letters at the same time.
So could you please tell me, Ulubihi is what is in sarf saghir? What conjugation does it give?
This is على يعلو علوا فهو عال. عليا يعلى علوا فهو معلو.
This masdar.
Yes, this is masdar. Yes. Now the trick about masdar, let me give you the trick about masdars. The trick about masdars is you have to use the elimination process, because either it matches the masdars from the big families, and if it doesn't, then it's a masdar from the small families. And if it's a masdar from the small families, then it will either match, it will not match anything that you know, basically. It's going to be just some strange word like that. Like it doesn't have, for example, if you look at the small families, what kind of isms do we have in the small families? Give me examples.
اسم فاعل
فاعل
مفعول
مفعول
صفة
اسم على
مبالغة تفضيل تصغير. So if you ala, and all these isms, by the way, have a particular way they behave. Like they have a specific way they look, right? Like fa'il is gonna look either like fa'il, or it's gonna be naqis, it's gonna be missing something like hadin. It's missing something, but it's in fa'il, right? It's still it's missing something. Fa'i. It was supposed to be fa'il, but then it's just fa'i, hadin, right? So it's missing something. But that's kind of like the format. Then maf'ulun is going to have that format as well. Maf'ulun, madhrubun, ma'akulun. Whatever family you take it, it's just going to have that same format. So if it doesn't match that, you cross it out. Then you go to ظرف. مفعل ومفعل مفعل ومفعل ومفعلة. That's the pattern. If it doesn't match any of that pattern, then you go to the next one. اسم تفضيل أكبر أصغر أطول أبيض. This kind of pattern. If it doesn't match that, then it's not اسم تفضيل. Then when you cross out everything and you're left with nothing, then it's a masdar. It's a long process, but yeah. That's kind of, yes. That's the only way. Any other questions?
We have to go at the last.
Sorry?
We shouldn't look for the masdar in the beginning. We have to rule out and then figure out it's a masdar.
Yes.
I thought just after ism file and maf'ul, we'll have to look out for masdar.
Yeah, because those are the more common things. The ism tafdil and tasghir and mubalagha, these are not so common. They happen, but they're not so common. The fa'il, maf'ul, and the masdar, and maybe dharf, and ala also is not common. So these are the common ones. So once you go through this common list, then you know it's a masdar, most likely. I know it's a process, but we'll get there. I mean, once your ear is a bit trained hearing these things, you get better, inshallah. Actually, you reminded me of a story. I don't know if I told you guys. I was listening to Sheikh Tariq al-Suwaidan. Ustad recommended his lectures. And the first episode that I was listening to, he mentioned that there was a sheikh who was, reciting the Quran, and he made a mistake in the recitation of the Quran. He didn't know that he made a mistake. In fact, he knew he recited it correctly. Then there was a Bedouin man who had him recite, and the Bedouin man told the sheikh, "You made a mistake in the recitation." The sheikh was like, "No, I did not make any mistake. I mean, I'm the sheikh, right?" And the Bedouin was like, "No, I know for a fact you made a mistake." And then the sheikh was like, "But do you know this ayah? Have you memorized the Quran?" And the Bedouin said, "You know what? I've never even had this ayah before today. Like, this is the first time I'm hearing it, but I know you made a mistake." So the sheikh was shocked, was like, "You know what? Bring the Quran. Let's prove. Let's see who's right here." They brought the Quran, they checked, and guess what? The Bedouin was right, the sheikh was wrong. The sheikh had made a mistake. So the sheikh was confused. He was like, "How did you know? You've never had this ayah before. You've not memorized the Quran. How did you know that I made a mistake?" The Bedouin was like, "It's simple. This is the Arabic language. We've trained our ears to know what is right and what is wrong. When I heard you say it, I knew you made a mistake." Subhanallah. So you train your ears and you will know. That's the journey we are on, inshallah. Just felt like reminding myself and that of that. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
That are you able to read this, and can you translate this whole page?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I can be able to read it. There are a few words, like you see, I wrote here some of the words. Yeah.
I asked, don't you stuck at any word?
There are a few words, yeah, I get stuck, especially with the harakat. I don't know, like, is it fatha, kasra, dhamma?
Not with harakat, with vocabulary.
Vocabulary, yes. Like you see, I wrote here, bahara. I didn't know what bahara was. I know bahar with a ha, not a ha. So I went and looked this up. And I wrote the meaning, yeah.
Aluvi and Sumu, I don't know, and I also don't know Bahar, and I don't know Madanatihi and Ityan, and I don't know a lot of words.
Yeah.
Sister, you are not alone. Most of us are there.
Exactly.
Even it was just handful of words which I can make out from this.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all there. We're all there because the reader did not have this weird vocabulary and
weird
language.
vocabulary, and even the English words are so difficult.
Yeah.
So, Ilham, are you studying elsewhere from Ustad, or are you taking any other courses?
No.
About Arabic?
Just Ustad. I'm just curious a lot.
Sister Ilham, this part of this language, what we are reading right now with this, isn't it supposed to be after intermediate modern standard Arabic, so that we would have been open to more vocabulary and the concepts?
That was the idea, but you know what? I was reading. I haven't reached far with my EMSA, by the way. So the little I have done with EMSA, I've realized that the vocabulary in EMSA is actually just rubbish. To be honest, okay, no, rubbish is a strong word. It's not relevant. Yeah, that's the better one. Oops, I shouldn't have said rubbish. It's not relevant for our purposes because it talks about going to the cinema and watching movies and building dams. Where else are you going to read? When
That
you're reading
network is a
tafsir
little bit
books,
sick.
yeah, when you're reading tafsir books, you're not going to talk about building high dams and writing, I don't know, boyfriend and girlfriend letters or whatever those letters were, or
But I was thinking it is making our concepts stronger with the
that's the thing. Yeah, it just makes the nahu strong, and maybe the sarf because it doesn't have harakat, so you know how to read without harakat. But yeah, in terms of vocabulary, I don't think it enriches much because you're not going to. It's mostly for talking, mostly for to be able to interact, to be able to listen to Al Jazeera news, something like that, but not for this purpose, not for Ta'bir al-Quran. What I do, let me tell you what I do. I read a lot of tafsir books. Like for example, I do the Tadabbur class. So I go to, when I'm doing my research, I would read Razi and Alusi and I would read different books. I don't understand everything.
The Nahau and stuff.
Not necessarily Nahwu and Sarf. I just read the the
Still books,
tafsir,
yeah.
tafsir books, just to understand. And I also read like outside, but grammar stuff, just a lot of grammar books and grammar information. But if you want to know how to read, yes.
One last thing is I just want to process this paper. What I want to do is like I'll take up this one a sentence, a word from this book, and I'll copy paste in arrow tools. There I get a root word. Then I was typing in Hansware. There I was getting the surf of it, like is it belonging to second family or third family or fourth family, whatever. From there was trying to deduct the answer from there, because I'm quite addicted to such kind of like know the word, know the surf of it. So there I usually simply taking the word and finding its meaning, I don't get it because it's like buddyifying it. I usually go and surfalize it and then I get it what is happening there. So is it a right way?
Yeah, that's the right way. It's a long way, but it's you can do that, or you can use a surf app. There's so many surf apps or surf website. And just put in the Madi or the Wad, and it will probably give you the surf, the family, the different families and the meaning. That's also another way of doing it. The other way is to learn surf. Once you learn surf, trust me, like the program I have for you guys in surf, the stuff we're going to cover, it's going to be a lot, but at the end, I have an exercise where we're going to just identify words. Like I'm going to give you a couple of 10 words maybe from this passage. And we are supposed to identify like this is from this family because these are the features. When I look at it, I see this. So this tells me it belongs to this family. Like, you know, easy, like simple stuff like ta'bir. When I look at ta'bir, it has a ta, it rhymes with ta'lim. So automatic giveaway. I know this is a masdar from allama family, which is family 2. So once you know sarf, trust me, quickly, it will just come to you. Inshallah, we'll get there. But you can use that method also. It's fine.
Could you please tell us about how to use Al-Mani also from Arabic to English?
Okay, so let's go to Al-Mani. It's a very good site actually. Al-Mani, very convenient and good. So like I mentioned, I like to use Al-Ghani because it has a lot of details. Al-Ghani means rich, like. So if I'm looking for rich context, I would use that. You can use other. Also, I think a lot of people use Al-Mu'jam al-Wasit, I think. Or you can use Ma'ani al-Jami'. I don't know.
How you reach over this thing, Al-Bahasa, it is written. Whenever I open, I get only that top wall of line, which is written like this one, the home button. And then how to like put this Bahasa, it is written over here.
Yeah.
How to reach page, like how to
get
ibhath.
Okay, so this is ibhath, means to search. So this is where you type whatever you want to search. So let's say we want to know the meaning of ulu. That was one of the hard words that we looked at today. So ain, lam, and waw. So if I just type like that, no need for harakat, no need anything, I just type ain, lam, and waw. Okay, so it's going to give me at the bottom. If you go down, it's going to say you have alwun, you have ulwun, you know, it gives you different. So you go and search the one that you want. You want uluwu, this is the one that we want. So you see, it tells you the root letters is ain, lam, and waw. And it's a masdar of ala. By the way, I think this is the best one to use because it tells you exactly where or which family it is. Fahima. So you see, instead of going to Ara tools and then going back to Lens lexicon, you can just come here to tell you the root words and to tell you what it is from which family. So it's masdar ala.
It tells all the forms of ain, lam, waw, sister Ilham. It tells all forms of ain, lam, waw.
Not all forms. It just tells you which one it belongs to, this particular word.
No, because there ulwun was there. Fortunately, ulwin we were searching for, and here it is. Ulwun is there.
Yeah.
So like it will give you the forms of madi, mudari, something like that. Nothing.
Yes. Yes.
It just gives you the masdar forms.
No. It will give you everything that has ain, lam, and waw in it. So you see, we started with alun here at the beginning. That's not what we're looking for. Then ulun is not also what we're looking for. But uluun, this is exactly what we're looking for. So once you reach where you want to go, then you don't need to go anywhere else. So it tells you
how to translate this in English.
Now that is where the problem is. You can take it to Google, or if you know something about it. So you see, even they use the same word. They use sumu. They use sumu to explain ulu.
Subhanallah.
Yeah, so it's just the same thing. Yeah. So that's
Sister, I wanted to ask, like, how did you reach this ibhasa thing?
Okay. So look, when you just type al-ma'ani, I normally
Yeah.
just type al-ma'ani, and it should, if I press enter, it just takes me to this page. It takes you to a
Automatically,
different
but
page.
mine is coming different. It's coming like Kamus Arabi English, Kamus Arabi Arabi, like that.
This is so you see qawamis. This is so you have at the top here you have al-ma'ajim al-arabiyya. Let me. I think you're in the English page normally. Does it come like this?
Yeah.
Or which language does it normally come in?
Arabi. It is coming in Arabi only. Everything is in Arabi.
Okay. So let's figure that out.
Yeah, it's like this.
It's like this.
But I don't know how to reach the ibhas. It's like this top line, that home line. It is there, and then where it is written ibhar, there that ibhas is not written. Only that green part is coming, and there it's like Kamus Arabi English, like that. So ibhas, how to reach that ibhas part?
That's a bit strange. I haven't come across that. So what you can do, maybe you
So
can.
there is Ma'ajim al-Arabi. When you go click on Ma'ajim al-Arabi, you're getting number of options there. There is Al-Ghani is there.
Okay. So al-Ma'ajim al-Arabi.
Yeah, Arabic dictionary. In that Arabic dictionary, if you click, you will get the detail of this one, which Sister Ilham is using Al-Ghani. I asked her this afternoon, and this is what I found out on my phone. You'll find it.
I'm getting options like Ma'ajam Arabi Arabi, Kamus Arabi Inglisia, Kamus Arabi Franci, Ma'ani al-Asma, al-Mufradat, al-Qawl, and then Afa. I'm not getting
And
that
if you
option.
scroll down, there's nothing.
There's nothing.
Send
I'll
me.
share you a picture.
Yes, send me the screenshot.
I'll share you a picture in the this one.
Okay.
This is what I shared on the group. You can check it out.
Okay. So that's the challenge with Ma'ani. You can actually, like, do English qawamis, English to Arabic. You can actually, oops, what did I do? So,
maybe it's phone or laptop thing, because I'm opening on my phone. That's why.
That could be
the same.
Must be.
So this is what you're talking about. Mu'jam Arabi,
Yes,
Arabi,
yes.
Qamus Arabi, English. So here's the thing. If you want a dictionary that explains Arabic in Arabic, it's Mu'jam Arabi, Arabi. This is what I was actually going to say next. But if you want Arabi and English, then you go to Qamus Arabi Inglisi. But that's normally their English is pathetic, honestly.
Okay.
So, but we can try and see, because it's. So if we click that, they tried actually. There was like, okay, so altitude, elevation, exaltedness, heightness. So this is uluwun. So that's what they said. So actually, it's not that bad. So we have.
So this is under the Ghani only, Sister Ilham? This is under the Ghani?
So al-Ghani is Arabic to Arabic. Okay, if you're doing Arabic to Arabic.
Okay.
But if you change here at the search option, if instead of Arabi, so you have different options actually. So you can even do Urdu, by the way. Let's see how that works. So Arabi Urdu, you can do that, and al-Kul. Let's just search everything. Let's see what it brings. So yeah, you probably know how to read this. I have no idea. So Uluwun, there we go. Ism, Bulandi. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Bulandi.
Bulandi. Not Blender. You're definitely off. I was closer.
So it says it's ism but not masdar?
Yeah, masdar is an ism.
Okay, that's how you taken in. Okay.
Yeah. That's the thing with translating in different languages. It might not give. That's why I prefer Arabic to Arabic, because they capture like almost everything. But if you can't figure it out, you can use a different language, no problem. Yeah. What is this word? Barata?
Barter.
Huh. Okay.
Means superior.
All right. One day I'm gonna learn this language, guys. You wait. Yeah, but like better.
Oh.
Yeah, better. Better.
Better. Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Very soon, I also want to learn Urdu.
We'll learn together, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, there are many Indian women here.
Yes. I can understand a few words. I just don't know how to read especially like these strange ones, which have like, I don't know what this is.
Supreme. That's a
Oh,
pa.
B. This is a ba or a pa.
No,
Pa.
it's
Pa.
English word. It's P.
Okay, P. Yeah. Supreme.
P. Supreme.
Nice.
Supreme.
Yes.
Is it the supreme English that I
The
know?
same word. Yes, the same word is in English. Supreme. The Urdu is also.
Those people are genius.
Many
right?
words
Maybe
actually,
Supreme is an English word only. They have written in Urdu.
Yeah, so that's how you use ma'ani anyway. You can try and figure out what other languages are here. So you have Farsi, Turki, Portugali, which is Portugal, Faransi, French, Indonesian, Rusi, Russian. Yeah, but I'll stick to my Arabi because I'm more comfortable there. But you can choose whatever is easier for you. So that's Al-Ma'ani. Any questions on Al-Ma'ani? It's a very rich dictionary, by the way. It's very good. Has a lot.
So
Does it
here
tell-
we, sister.
Does it tell us the family, or we just discussed that it doesn't tell us the family, right?
So when we are using, so I'm gonna go back to my Al-Ghani. If you use Al-Ghani, it will tell you the word itself. Like for example, let's try sumu for now, or let's try ta'bir because that's a different family, right? So let's try ta'bir. If I write ta'bir, so it's gonna say ta'bir. Jam'u, its plural is ta'abiru, and it's ayn, ba, and ra. Masdar abbara. So it gives me the family abbara. Okay? That's why I prefer al-Ghani because it has more details. For example, if I change to al-Ma'ani al-Jami', you see it doesn't give me the family. It only tells me that this is an ism, this is an ism. Then maybe you have a fi'al. So like for example, abara is a fi'al. It will only tell me that, but it doesn't give me the root letters. It doesn't tell me which like the Madi version of it. So Al-Ghani is pretty good.
So when you searched Ulu, it didn't tell us the family.
It did. It said masdar from ala. Let me show you. Ulu. So if I say ulu and we go to uluun, this is the word we're looking for. So as you see, it says masdar ala. The masdar of ala. So ala ya'lu uluun fahuwa alin.
So I'm trying to figure out what family this is. This is
This
family
is
one.
family one naqis. Like da'a yad'u.
Yadu. Okay. Thank you.
I am not getting that option Al-Ghani from where you were changing the Al-Ghani and
You have to go to Ma'ajim al-Arabiya first. This is
Okay,
only
wait.
available in Arabic dictionaries.
Ma'ajim al-Arabiya. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then
I'm not getting.
See,
Ilham, how did you get that link of the Al-Ma'ani? I'm trying to get it here, but it's saying that I have to pay.
what? You must have gone somewhere
No,
else.
it doesn't have to pay. Sister Ilham, see, on mobile phone, if somebody's trying to open the site, it's Al-Ma'ani, then go with the Al-Ma'ani Al-Arabiya, then you get an option, it's 10th option Al-Ghani. It's simple straight.
So there you
No,
go.
I'm not finding any kind of. I'm searching from mobile.
Okay.
Do you see Al-Ma'ajim al-Arabiya on your mobile?
No.
I don't know.
On your right. On your right, you get 3 lines, 3 bars. You have to click on those 3 bars.
Okay.
3 bars on the right. On the top, 3 bars, you get it. And if you click on the
Arabi, is it the one?
Yes. Ma'ajim Arabi. And then
Yeah.
you click on Al-Ghani.
3 bars on the right, on the left side there is R, and when I click on the search in dictionaries, English dictionaries, Arabic dictionaries, should I click on Arabic dictionaries?
Yes. Yours is showing in English, I assume. Everything is written in English?
There are, right?
Yeah. So
Finally.
select Arabic
Ghani.
dictionaries. Yes. And then al-Ghani. Yes.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
All right.
I got it.
Alhamdulillah. That's good. All right. Can we, any other questions on al-Ma'ani?
No.
No, alhamdulillah, Sister Ilham. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, you can actually just click things and see what it does. That's how I learn things. I just normally click stuff and see, okay, how does it look like in English? So this
Is
page
it better
in
to go through laptop or phone, Sister Ilham? Which is better to go through?
Honestly,
with?
I prefer the laptop because sometimes in the phone, the font maybe is too small and you have to scroll up so much. And sometimes maybe the page is not made for phone. So sometimes it might look weird.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Ma'ani. Very good resource. Alhamdulillah. So I'm going to go back to the text and we can try and figure out this second line.
Yes.
Yeah. So anybody wants to try and read this?
Yes, I want to.
Yes, please.
I'm not sure that I wrote, but this is what I wrote. Okay, and وأنه, and that is Bahar al-Arabu, Arab overwhelmed already. Bahar al-Arabu.
Araba.
Araba, why?
Because
should be
it was the one bewildering and it just
the fa'il of Bahara.
No, it's the maf'ul. The Arab were confused by it, like they were bewildered by it. So annahu, who? Then
Bahara
it goes
means
to the Bahara means to bewilder, to charm. Let's look at the word. Let's again.
Blind.
Not blind. Let's go to other tools because it's easier. So if we type Bahara, dazzle. I prefer dazzle. Like they were dazzled by the Quran. They were bewildered. They were, I don't know what word.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed, yeah, you could say, but not like they were in awe of it. Like they
Amazed.
Go can suit.
Yeah, amazed I think can work. Yeah.
Arab was amazed.
Yeah. They were amazed.
What?
So you see, annahu Bahara,
Yes.
it is the one doing the amazing. But al-Arab are the ones, being amazed. So they're the done to. They're the maf'ul. You understand the structure? So annahu, the who goes back to the who inside Bahara. The Quran is the one doing the amazement or.
Okay. So it is not they are not becoming overwhelming. In fact, Quran is making them overwhelming.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. So how come I supposed to know that this is the Quran doing something and the Arab is not?
Annahu, because the who, it goes back to the who. See, we have who here, the Aid, and then we have the who.
Structure with Ustad that Annahu is the file of coming fail?
Because that's what we're talking about. When you say Annahu, Anna is when we have a Mubtada Khabar. Mubtada is the topic, right? Whatever comes after it is the Khabar, it's information about the topic. So Anna makes Jumla Ismiya Mubtada, right?
Okay.
So the who is the topic.
These are so basic things and I'm forgetting these things.
It's fine.
Okay. How would you translate it? It is the Quran amazed the Arab?
And no doubt it is the Quran that amazed the Arabs. You can say it like that.
From where you no doubt?
Anna.
So Anna means that, not no doubt.
No, harf nasir.
Anna. Oh yeah, Anna means it means that.
Okay, that Quran made them desert? No, Quran made Arab desert.
Yes.
Oh, indeed.
Okay. So araba. Falam yastati'u, and then they did not obey. Obey. They did not
يستطيع. So first of all, I think there's some background noise from somebody. I don't know who. So if maybe you're not speaking, maybe you can mute yourself, so that we can have no background noises. That would be good.
Me?
No, you're fine. You're fine. I think it was somebody else. Okay. Now, you were saying يستطيع.
Then they did not follow.
Okay, so let's pause there for a second. استطاع يستطيع. What does that mean?
To
To
be able or to can.
Be able. To be able. They were not able. لم يستطيعوا. They were not able.
Yeah.
They were not able
Uh-huh.
to follow.
No, follow is not there. You're looking at أطاع. You're confusing it with أطاع يطيع, to obey.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a different word. This is استطاع. They couldn't.
Yes, that's clear.
It's to. Yeah,
Oh
we can look it
God,
up.
I'm still using please.
Yeah, صرف is what is good. So let's just type it out. استطاع and أطاع. So we have أطاع.
Myself is good. Like I can kind of what should I
You know the
say?
families. You know how to conjugate the families.
Families, but I am getting hard time to get the meaning from that family.
I get it. Yeah, that's one stage. I mean, inshallah, it will come slowly. So you have to develop slowly and slowly. And once you learn the vocabulary, then it becomes easier. So you see, أطاع means obey. That's to obey. But if you type استطاع, استطاع, this is ajwaf, by the way. So you see, it means to be able, to be capable. So this is the meaning.
Okay. Istita'at means okay. Istita'a means to able.
Yes.
They were not able. They were not able.
Yes.
Okay. Madanatahu, I searched that it was saying dealing or debts.
I think you looked for dain, the plural of debt. So this one means condemning it or looking for faults in it. They were not able to find faults in it. They were not able to condemn it. They were not able to, which other word can we find? Let's see. That madanat means. If I type madanat, so once you have identified the words that you want to, but this is plural, atun, atin. How do I write this word? Am I writing it correctly? Okay,
No,
madanat.
there's a alif missing.
Yeah, there's an alif missing here. Madanat. Okay, so you see, it's actually mudanat. Sorry, it's an isim maf'ul. The thing being condemned or the thing being convicted, the thing being, I don't know how to say it, but condemned, I think is the best word here to mean that.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's madinat, so it would be some file, and if we say madanat, so it would be some maf'ul.
Exactly, isim maf'ul. Mudanat. You may put the more here.
Right?
Madanat.
Mm.
What is the meaning of mudanat? What did you say? Condemning?
Yes. So they couldn't condemn it. They were not able to condemn it.
Condemn means to like absorb something.
Condemn means to like.
Kami nikalna in Urdu. Kami nikalna.
Okay.
To come against it, or to be against it.
Yeah, being against it or something like that.
Okay, thank you, Nazish. Okay, they were not able to condemn it, which is like, which is just like, what did I say? Wrote ma'a annahu. Well, itiana means.
So ata ya'ti, this is from that family. Al-ityan will be the masdar. So bringing.
Which one family? Ityan.
Ata ya'ti. Ityan.
Okay, ata ya'ti, to give.
To bring. They could not bring an example of it. They could not bring.
Ata means to come, right? When ata comes with ba, it means to bring.
Yes. Yes. That's the. Yeah.
Bringing. مع إنه
مع إنه is one of the words that we were given.
at the
Given
same
that,
time.
so yeah, at the same time, I don't know how they translated it مع أنه, let me just see, but I think given that or something like that. While at the same time, or yeah, while at the same time. Mhm.
Time. Okay. Okay. Then they were not able to condemn it and bringing just like it at the
Mhm.
same time.
Mhm. مع أنه,
Okay.
it continues. This part is connected.
Okay. So what is the tahaddahum? I searched tahadda means to motivate,
No, challenge.
to challenge. Okay. There are a lot of words and I don't know that which word would be suitable for the sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you say?
Challenge.
Challenge. Okay.
Mhm.
At the same time, tahadda. So it is allama family. Oh, ta'allama family. Ta'alla. Tahadda.
This is, I think, naqis.
Naqis. Yes. So it is whoever.
From family 5, yeah, from ta'allama.
Yeah. So it is whoever, right?
Yes.
Tahadda.
Yes, the Hua version.
Oh, it challenged them. Aktharu min marratin. Marra means twice.
No, just min marra, more than once, you could say.
Min marra means one.
Yes.
All in one.
Yeah.
Min marra
At the
means
same time, it challenged them more than once.
So, Ilham, from where did you get this vocabulary skill? Mimara means all in one.
I watched, when I was a kid, I watched a lot of Arabic stuff. I don't know. Honestly, people ask me and I don't know. I don't have an answer. I just know.
So, how long you are, like, how from which year you are trying to read Arabic? I am trying to reading Arabic and I'm trying to understand just 1 year ago, and I don't know much vocabulary.
That's really good, actually. How far you're doing in just 1 year, it's amazing. To be honest with you, my journey of Arabic has been on and off throughout my life, I guess. I mean, not really. I used to watch, like we had Iqra channel, and when I was growing up, we had Arab channels. All the channels were Arab, the news channels, the cartoon channels. I used to watch a lot of Arabic content, so maybe that's where I picked up a lot of vocabulary. But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so in the same house with you.
You can get Arab Sat. I think it's still available. Arab Sat has a lot of Arab programs. Anyway, back to this stuff. So I'm just going to read this sentence up to the end, and we're going to translate it, and hopefully you can get to see the different parts that are working. So لا خلاف بين أهل العلم أن التعبير القرآني تعبير فريد في علوه وسموه، وأنه أعلى كلام وأرفعه، وأنه بهر العرب فلم يستطيعوا مداناته والإتيان بمثله، مع أنه تحداهم أكثر من مرة. So there's no what did we say? لا خلاف, there's no disagreement. Yeah, there's no disagreement between the scholars of knowledge or the people of knowledge that Arabic expressions is a unique expression in its highness and its altitude, you can say, or its elevation. وأنه أعلى كلام, and that is the highest speech, وأرفعه, and the topmost. وأنه بهر العرب, and it bewildered the Arabs, فلم يستطيعوا مداناته والإتيان بمثله, and they couldn't be able to condemn it or bring forth an example like it. مع أنه تحداهم أكثر من مرة. At the same time, it challenged them more than once. That would be
more than one.
Yeah.
Sister, why is akthara has a fatha?
Because it's the maf'ul.
It's the maf'ul of tahadda.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So marra means time?
Yes, marra means times. And with the ta marbuta, this will be considered once. Yeah, like
Okay.
one time. مرتان, 2 times. 3 مرات, 3 times.
Okay.
Is أكثر من مرة one bucket?
No, time, one time. More than one time. مرتين.
No, I meant it as an إعراب. Is it in one bucket?
Oh, yes.
أكثر من مرة.
Yes, yes. All that is one bucket.
Okay. لقد تحدى القرآن. تحدى يأتي. تحدى means what did you say? Challenge.
Yes.
Already Quran challenged to Arab.
No, no, not
ثم
the Arabs.
Araba.
Uh-huh.
So Araba to
Let
Arab.
me ask
What
a little bit.
Yes.
What?
Then أكثر مفعول of تهداهم, تهدى.
Yes.
And how is it the same bucket with the من مرة?
أكثر means more. It's اسم تفضيل. It normally comes with mean. Sometimes actually it comes with
Okay.
mean. So أكثر mean, that's one bucket. Mean حرف جار and مرة مجرور.
Okay, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
So I was saying that Al-Araba, it would be Al-Araba. So Tahadda Quran challenged to the Arab.
No, not to the Arab. It challenged the Arabs. Like what we did here. أنه بهر العرب. Here
Okay, so
تحدى العرب.
Okay, so we don't need to in English.
No, we don't need.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
تحدى القرآن Quran challenged Al-Araba Arab. ثم then جميع الخلق.
ثم
Then
جميعا, because جميعا goes back to, it's معطوف to العربة. ثم is حرف عطف.
ثم is حرف عطف and جميع is going back to Al-Araba.
Yes.
So جميع is اسم and جميع الخلق is مضاف إليه.
Yes.
Okay, جميع الخلق خلقية. Creation, gathering of creation.
The rest of creation or all the creations.
Okay, rest of creation. Okay, okay. All creation. Then all creation. Okay, okay. The Quran is challenging to the Arab and then all the creations.
Yes.
Okay. Be yatu, that they bring.
Uh-huh.
بمثله, just like this. ثم أخبار. أخبار.
Mm-hmm.
Then أخبار. أخبار means to inform. He informed أنهم that they لن يأتوا. They will
But who
not.
Who is the he? If we have the he version, can also be
it, like Quran.
Yes, the Quran. Yes.
ثم أخبر أخبر أنهم, then it informed them that then it informed that they أنهم that they لن يأتوا, they will never bring بمثله, just like this.
Yeah.
ولو كانوا, and had they, ولو كانوا, and if he was
ولو كان.
ولو كان, and if he was.
If
بعضهم, had he was.
So بعضهم لبعض, that is the ism of kana here. It's a bit strange. Yeah.
بعضهم لبعض, most of them.
Even if they were with each other, you can say with each other.
Okay, بعضهم لبعض, with each other. If they what will be the English of this? لو كان.
So even ولو كان, even if they were with each other, helpers. Even if they helped each other in bringing forth an example of the Quran, they would not be able to do it. That's what Allah is saying.
So Zahira means
helping. Oh, we can actually check that out. Like if they were assisting each other. So,
okay, Zahira means
ظهيرا. So
ظهيرا.
yeah, assistant. Like even if they were assisting each other or helping each other, they will not be able to do it. Even if the entire human race did this, they will not be able to do it.
Okay. Lan ya to law kana, like they will not if they.
Yes.
Faqad even if. Okay, even if. Faqad tahaddahum, and already tahadda, it challenged them. Awalan, first. Bi ayatu, that bring. Bi ayatu.
They bring.
What?
They bring, yeah, two. It's plural.
They bring bi ashari surat. Bi asharin suwarin. With 10 surahs. Mithlihi, just like this. In kanu, if they yaruna, if they see, annahu muftara, that it muftaran means.
Muftaran is an ism maf'ul from iftara. Iftara yaftari, iftirayan, فهو muftarin, and then of course the ism maf'ul, to make up or to
Okay, to make.
You get, I think it's in Urdu. Iftara, like to make something up.
Matlab bandhna.
Let me see what the English.
In Urdu, it will be अपने आप से बात कुछ बनाना. खुद से बात.
Maybe.
Faqala, oh, thanks to God, there are harakat in Quran.
Yeah.
Yaquluna. So I have to read this part also. Am yaquluna.
Let me see. We'll check Muftaran later. So yeah, so this is the evidence that he's citing, where Allah is saying, you know, you won't be able to bring forth 10 surahs, because Allah is challenging them to 10 surahs. You won't even be able to bring 10 surahs, muftarayat. You know, the Quran, the ayah says muftarayat, made up. You can't even come up with 10 surahs made up. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So what I have.
I think we can end there. I think that's a very good introduction. I thought maybe we could do one page, but
one question lastly.
Yes.
Second line, in the second line, bi ashari suwarini mudaf ilay.
Yes. Mudaf ilay.
And it will be mithluhu, right? Mithluhu.
Yes. No, wait. Yeah, to mithlahu.
Like.
Wait, let me think about this.
Mithlahu.
Yeah, to.
Why misluhu?
Mithlihi.
Mithlihi.
I think mithlahu.
Wait, what is happening?
It should be nasab because
yeah,
it's
mithlahu.
a maf'ul.
Mithlahu, yeah, it's a maf'ul. Yeah.
How it should be.
Tahaddahum, right?
No, it's ya'tu madha ya'tu al-Quran. So the maf'ul is kind of like it goes back to the Quran.
How it should bring the
yeah.
Okay.
Mithlahu, right?
Yeah. Or it's mithluhu. It actually could go back to tahaddahum, and it could be mithluhu. I think it's, yeah, it goes back to tahadda. So the dhamir, the dua, yeah, it goes back to tahadda. So
no, tahadda means, wait, tahadda means it's challenged them.
So
should we say its example?
Yes. So mithlu goes back to that it, the dua of tahadda. Yeah.
Can you translate it so that it makes sense to me?
Okay, so I'm gonna read the entire thing and then translate it. So لقد تحدى القرآن العرب ثم جميع الخلق بأن يأتوا بمثله ثم أخبر أنهم لن يأتوا بمثله ولو كان بعضهم لبعض ظهيرا. فقد تحداهم أولا بأن يأتوا ب10 سور مثله إن كان يرون أنه مفترى. فقال So لقد تحدى القرآن العرب. The Quran actually, I'm saying actually because of قد and لقد, this part with some emphasis. So the Quran had already or had actually challenged the Arabs. Then the entire, creation بأن يأتوا بمثله, to just come up with something like it. ثم أخبر, then it told or it informed أنهم لن يأتوا بمثله, that they will never be able to come up with something like it. ولو كان بعضهم لبعض ظهيرا, and even if they were helping each other, even if they were assisting each other. فقد تحداهم أولا, it actually or it had already challenged them first بأن يأتوا ب10 سور, to come up with 10 surahs مثله, like it. إن كانوا يرون أنه مفترى, if they actually see it as made up. فقال, so Allah said, and this is the proof of that ayah. Was that?
So if they were right, Sister Lam, they were
yes,
to see.
They were. إن كانوا يرون, yes, if they used to see, because again كانوا plus مضارع, كان plus مضارع, if they used to see it as made up.
See,
Sister?
us, I didn't get it. See?
It, the Quran. The who goes back to the Quran. Yeah.
Okay.
So they were thinking that the Quran is made up. Like the Prophet ﷺ just made it up. It wasn't revelation. It didn't come from Allah. So Allah was challenging them and asking them, okay, fine, if it is made up, why don't you make it up also? You can just come up with 10 surahs. I'm not asking for much. Just bring up 10 surahs. Let's see. So that is the challenge here that is being mentioned. Yes.
Sister Ilham, if you are saying that misluhu is like it, so how it could be rafa? It should be nasab, I think.
Because, okay, so what is the inside pronoun here? Tahadda.
Huwa.
Yes. So it's the huwa.
Huwa means
what is the...
We are talking about like Quran in our passage.
Yes, we're talking about the Quran.
So why mithluhu? Mithlahu? It should be mithlahu.
So you said here it's huwa. So what is the status of huwa? What is the status of huwa?
Rafa.
You said it. I didn't say it. You said it. So if mithluhu is going back to huwa and huwa is rafa, mithluhu is going to be rafa.
So if you were saying that bring a surah like it, so you cannot. If you want to make file of tahadda, so you will say example challenged them. Its example challenged them to bring a surah.
What?
I didn't understand what you were saying, but
I am saying that you are saying that mithlu is file of tahadda, right?
Yes, it is ma'atuf. It follows the huwa, the pronoun inside tahadda. Yeah.
I
mithluhu.
Nazish, did you get that thing?
Sorry?
I'm asking to Nazish that Nazish, did you get this thing that why mithlu is rafa?
No, I also didn't get why mislu is rafa. I just think that it's a detail, so it's misla. I didn't know how it is rafa.
Yes, I also saying if you Ilham, if you making this rafa, so it would be file. So you cannot. So you have to translate it this as its example shocked them that bring a surah. So it is not appropriate. I think it shocked them. It like we are talking about Quran in our passage. So we can translate it. It challenged them that bring a surah like this.
Yeah. So I'm not making it the file. I'm saying it goes back to the file. The file is still huwa, which is inside تحدى. But this one goes, it goes back to the fa'il. It's referring back to the fa'il. I think I will share some notes on this. I think they're called what, ma'tuf? I'm forgetting the names. The things that they go back to. It's not badal. There's a whole category. You have badal, sifa, tawkid, all these things that I'm forgetting the name anyway. So I will try and look this up and maybe share the notes. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It could be mislahu as well. So I need to do some research on this, inshallah, and maybe share the notes.
Maybe this is a great question to ask Ustad, whether it will be misluhu or mislahu.
But that's a grammar question. Maybe he'll be like, I don't know.
It's okay, we can ask him, he doesn't have to answer it.
Yeah, that could be a question we ask him as well, yeah, by the way. So I think we are way over time. I have another class. Yeah, we need to end right now for him, honestly. It's been really long and it's been a lot.
It's very beneficial class for me. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
So Ilham, one more thing.
Jazakallah khairan.
Jazakallah khair. Your class has been coinciding with the class of Brother Basil on Saturday. So are you planning to just move or shift to the class?
No, it's not coinciding. Is it? No, it's earlier. It's 4 p.m. But our class.
And yours is.
Our class is 5:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's one after the other.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you so very much. I know we haven't gone so far, but the knowledge, the way to catch up, it was profound. Thank you so very much. Jazakallah khair.
Okay, so you can go struggle through the process. If you have any questions, you can post them in the group and we can take a look and see what we can be able to do, inshallah. If I know it, I'll be able to answer. If not, we will research together, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, all right. See you next week.
Next week means tomorrow is not class at 5 p.m.?
Yes, we have Sarf class. We're beginning Sarf tomorrow. But for this, see you next week.
Oh, okay, so this is the class only Friday?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many other classes happening, so I can't.
Can we catch up if we do only Friday?
But the thing is, we are actually supposed to do this on our own. But actually, the group I added you in today, that group is doing this same thing tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pakistani time.
But they are saying that we have to finish our 13 pages before tomorrow. I cannot do that.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know how they will manage because this is honestly a lot. A lot. The vocabulary is a lot. It's a lot.
Ilham, could you please do me a favor? If I translate this thing and I will send you, and can you please correct it from me that there is mistake and it is the better?
Yeah, I can take a look, but send short things so that I can easily take a look. If you send a long document, I'll feel so lazy.
Okay. I understand. Inshallah. I'll send you a paragraph.
Yeah, all of you actually can do that. You can just do a paragraph and you can send it to me and I can take it a look, but short paragraphs.
You are so kind of thank you very much.
Okay, thank you too. All right.
I think send it in the group so we all will be able to benefit from it.
Sorry?
Like sister was saying, she'll send this translation thing to see. She can send in the group also her thing, so we can also correlate. Okay, we are going on the right direction, and or like we can ask each other. Then how is this? Like how we conducted this class today.
I think that is best. Post it in the group so that we can all benefit, and I don't have to answer 10 or 20 different messages. That would be good.
Yeah.
Okay, I will share in group.
All right, alhamdulillah. You can go struggle with the process, use the dictionaries, and yeah, inshallah, may Allah open this door for us. Ameen.
Inshallah.
All right. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات وذكر الحكيم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.